let me say clearly that I was part of a broad consensus of people that believed those gas plants should be relocated. I supported the Premier and the Minister of Energy's decision to move those plants out of a polluted airshed. In making that decision, elected officials listened to the people who elected them, which is a fundamental tenet of democracy and the reason this Parliament was established in the first place. And I know that when I left government on June 1st, 2012, the agreements to move those plants had not yet been reached. With regard to my record-keeping practices, the facts are this. My practices were consistent with the Archives and Record-Keeping Act and the Premier's Office records schedule. When I departed the Office of the Premier, I left behind a box of documents to be stored at Queen's Park. Many of those files were active even until very recently. Those documents can be divided into 5 general subject themes. 1. Teacher negotiations. 2. The Samsung Renewable Energy Agreement. 3. The 2012 budget and negotiations with the NDP to pass that budget. 4. Communications material related to the provincial budget, and in particular, changes made in 2010 to make Ontario's tax system more friendly to business investment. And 5. Miscellaneous records, including some emails and letters. On May 16th, 2013, in anticipation of appearing before this committee the following week, I retrieved those documents. And yesterday, I met with the Archives of Ontario to hand over 300 pages of records. They are now in the hands of the independent, nonpartisan Ontario Public Service. I wish to address one further issue directly, and that relates to some of the inaccuracies that have emerged in the debate around Ontario's record-keeping rules. For obvious political reasons, some on this committee will have you believe you can never delete any email or any document. That's false and inaccurate, and I think they know that. But those inaccuracies must be confronted, and confronted today in the strongest possible terms. The fact is, the rules require certain documents and emails be deleted or removed. In preparation for today, I have gone through in painstaking detail the Ontario Public Service's policy on records, and this is what I found. There are at least 99 different reasons why political and public service staff must delete a document. And I know, for those in the media following along with binders, that list is found behind tab 2. According to the Ontario Common Records series on transitory records, the rules require staff to do the following. Transitory records must be deleted using methods appropriate to their level of sensitivity. Surplus duplicates, what do the rules say? Destroy immediately when no longer actively used and referred to. Records of short-term value, what do the rules say? Destroy immediately when the material is no longer required. Intermediate records, what do the rules say? Destroy immediately upon successful replacement or incorporation into the subsequent or final record. Draft documents and working materials, what do the rules say? Destroy immediately when the final master record has been completed and filed. I could go on and on and on, but time prohibits me from reading all 99 reasons why the rules require the destruction and deletion of records. I do hope we'll be able to explore this further during the Q&A. I will say this to conclude. I worked here a long time. I followed the Archives and Record-Keeping Act. And because of that, the archives now have more than 300 pages of my records. But I didn't keep everything, because the rules told me not to. And I'd be now pleased to take your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Morley.